Another funny thing happened on that trip. I was so spaced out in those days. And Francis and Dmitri got the lunch together, and I was to bring the water. I got a canteen just that size and about that thick of water for 3 people on an all-day hike in the desert. I said to him, let's not drink until we get to the top. You start drinking, you want more and more water, and you get weak. We'll drink it at the top, and it's easier walking down. We each had 2 half cups. And I looked in the canteen, there was 1/8 of an inch of water at the bottom. I said, oh my gosh, what you have done, Lester. And I let go. Everything is perfect. I said, we got lots of water. You want another drink, Francis? Yeah. Dimitri, yeah. The 3 of us had 7 drinks. I kept pouring. Everyone was satisfied. I looked in, it was still 1/8 of an inch of water in it. Effortless thought. I just let go. Well, we got water. And we had it. But every one of you can do that right now if you'll just chuck the I cannots. Every one of you has that power at this moment. Been driving all night? Mike? You feel tired? Feel it. I just saw you yawn. Look, what I want to say, if you feel tired, just let go of wanting to change your tiredness. You'll be revived. The energy is unlimited. When you get the ag flap out, you will not want to sleep, except if you choose to behave like others, so you join them in your sleep. But sleep is not natural. Sleep is an escape from the heaviness of the ag flap. So again, identify where you are. Here I am, operating like a robot computer called the mind. The mind works exactly like computers do. We put in the programs, and we hit the automatic button, and we forget that we hit the automatic button. And from there on, we're being run like robots by these programs that we put into our computer. And the basic programs are approval, control, security, which further down become apathy, grief, fear, and so forth. No more approval, no more wanting to control. You're free enough to tackle wanting to survive as a body. You release that, and you're free. Know what your goal is. Identify with what I am right now. You want to know your sum total thinkingness? Look around you, your daily life, that's it. There is nothing out there but the outpicturing of your mind. It's your sum total thinkingness manifesting. That's why none of us see the same thing. We see our own consciousness out there. The example I bring up for that is usually an automobile accident. 5 people looking right at it and you have 5 different reports. We think we're all seeing the same thing, but we're seeing only our sum total thinkingness. It's your picture. Take responsibility for it. Then you'll change it. The basic law in the universe is absolute harmony. And when we are not experiencing it through our computerized programs, we're interfering with it. So there you are with your computer, you've thrown it on automatic, you have zero free will in this life. Whatever choice you make, it's made by your feelings, which are your programs. You have no free will in this world. However, you do have a choice to identify with the programs, with the computer, with the body that the computer has projected out, or to identify with your beingness. But you see what you're doing? 99.999% of the time you're identifying with the body-mind. You do have a free choice to identify with your beingness or with the ag-flat. So take responsibility for what you're projecting out there. Reduce the ag-flat and watch the reduction of the agony out there, which will encourage you to do it more so until you undo the whole thing. Everything in life is a waste of time except going free, because that's what you're struggling for. And you'll never, ever stop until you get it. So why waste time? I expect to see some of you go free soon. How much time should it take? A few months. If you'll carry out the 6 steps, you can do it in a couple of months. Without agony. The 6th step tells you it's all joy if you make it constant. It's going from one high to a higher high to a higher high to a higher high. For a moment you'll feel the garbage come up, but that moment you release it, and you're a bit higher. The next moment a piece of garbage hits you, you're releasing, you're higher. Next moment another piece of ag-flat comes up, you release it, you're higher. So it's an experience of just going higher all the time, like when you release. If you would make it constant, you'd get that high all the time, but higher and higher and higher, until you can't stand it anymore. Then you'll step into the peace. Stop wasting time. Now, I'm not saying quit work. I'm not saying break up your relationship. Use work. Use relationship to wind it up in a couple of months. You could do it if you do it.